Hey friends, my name is Bilal Khan and today I'm going to work on updating the role and the department. So in the previous video I have shown you that how you can set up the role and the department, but in this video I'm going to show you that how you can update them. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to improve, as you can see here that I'm present in the deps.go file, so I will improve this description of it like this, short description, and I will write set up the a role of a user. Set up the department of a user, not the role, department of a user, and I will just copy it. After copying it, I will move to the role.go file, rows.go file, and I will write it like this and just modify this role. All right, set up the role of a user, and here set up the department of a user. So this is a little modification that I didn't perform in my previous video, so that's the reason. After that, the main thing that I'm going to do is to go to the update.go file, and that is present inside this MySQL directory. And what I will do, I will just copy this update workspace, and I will create two functions by the name of update department and the role department. So the first thing is the update department like this, and after that let's write email. Once this email is written, I will write dep instead of writing value, and after that let's write departments like this. Similarly, I will remove this name from here because I only want the department to be identified by the email address. All right, yeah. So from the department table, it will update the departments, and this department will be identified by this email address. All right. So let's remove it. Remove like this, and now let's write dep, and this time I will write email like this. Similarly, I will remove this value from here and write email and the dep like this. So I will take the email, it will take the email address, and it will also take the department. Otherwise, if both of them or any one of them is empty, if both of them are empty, then in that case it will give me this error message that hey, more flags are required to update the workspace or update the department. So I will write update department. So let's say if the user has entered only the email address, then in that case it will give the flag that hey, more flags are required. It will give this message that you need to give the department flag or the department string also in order to update the department. Otherwise you cannot update it. You should give both of these things. All right, so let's save this, and now let's copy this department and let's paste it down here like this. And now this time I will not write department, I will write role, and let's write dp, or what you can say, let's update them one by one. Sorry, because it is giving me an error. So yeah, let's like this, role like this, and this time it will be roles instead of writing department. Similarly here the roles will be defined, and yeah, this should be written here, the role like this. All right, email address and the role will be given, and if none of them is given or if one of them is given, then it will give me this error that hey, you need to insert all these two flags in order to update the role. All right, so yeah, this is how it will work. So let's save it, and now after making these two functions, I will create two more files like cobra add update deps, and after that cobra add update roles. Like as you can see here that these are the two files that I'm going to copy and cut it from here and move up here in the member directory. So now they are done. Let's first of all, the first thing that I'm going to do is to remove these comments because I don't require these things. So let's write member. After that, let's write the short long description. Remove the long description and just write the short description. Here write the cmd dot root in capital case, and after that like this, remove this comment also. Let's go to the, what you can say, update roles. Here is the update roles, so let's remove it like this. Member remove the long description, write the what you can say cmd root. Now once it is done, I will remove this here. Now it will work fine. All right. So as you can see here that all of these files are not giving me an error. So after that, what I will do, I will apply these two functions that I created, and I will write them one by one in these two files. Like for the update department, it will be update depths, and for the update roles, it will be like in present here like this. All right, so now let's go to the depths.go file, and inside it, this is the code that I'm going to copy, and I will use it and modify it once I copy this. Let's go to the update depths and just paste it down here like this. Save it. Now it will not give me an error. Let's go to the depths.go file again, and after that let's copy this one and paste it down here like this. So now let's update some of the things that are present here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to write update depths instead of writing depths. So the next thing is to write update instead of writing setting up, because here I'm going to update the department, not setting it up. All right, so now after that, these are some of the things that are present, and I don't want to delete them. And now the next thing that I'm going to delete is this one. As you can see here that this message is repeated 2 times. This message is repeated here 2 times. So I will use it 1 time. So what I will do, I will copy this if statement from here, or sorry, I will copy this if statement, not the upper one, instead this lower one. All right, I will copy this if statement, and once this if statement is copied, I will write it like this. Now it will work fine. And now what I will do, I will use this if statement that I copied, I will use it down here like this. All right. Now what it will do, it will check whether the admin is logged in or whether the member is logged in. So this is the reason that I'm going to use this if statement 1 time, and after that I will give the error message in order to avoid these 2 statements. So yeah, so let's remove this. Let's copy this and use it upward here like this. Instead of writing downward, I will write it upward. So this is how it will work. And now you can see that it will first of all check that whether the admin is logged in or whether the member is logged in. If none of them is logged in, then it will not execute these functionalities. If any one of them is logged in, like the admin is logged in or the member is logged in, then in that case it will execute these if statements that are present below it. All right, so it will execute these if statements, but first of all it will make sure that any one of these users are logged in. After that, what it will do, I will remove this else statement because I don't need it, because this statement is repeated here also. So I will remove this else statement, and after that I will write it like here, else if, like this. All right, so let's write, instead of writing it here, let me just remove it, and let me just write it like this. This is how it will work, and I will write the else statement here, else if. All right, so this is how it will work. So basically it will check that whether the email admin credentials are entered. If the admin credentials are not entered, then in that case it will move to the member credentials. If the member credentials are entered, then in that case it will work on this member credentials. If none of these credentials are entered, then in that case it will show, it will give the message that, hey, you need to or what you can say, I will change this message, but this is the point that you need to keep in mind, that if the user credentials are found, then it will update the user credentials. If the member credentials are found, then it will update the member credentials, or if none of them is found, then it will give me this error message. And this is the point that I have avoided this message multiple times to be repeated. All right, so let's remove this member login token from here, and after that I will also remove this login token because I don't need it. And after that, once I do this, what I will do, I will what you can say, instead of writing insert department, I will write update department, and here it will also be the update department like this. And now I will change the message that hey, you have not inserted the department, how you can update it, how you can update it. Because how you can update it? So because it is checking that if the member credentials, if the admin credentials are entered, or if the user, if the member credentials are found in the MySQL database. If none of these credentials are found in the MySQL database, then it will give me this message that, hey, you have not inserted the department, how you can update it. So first of all, you need to insert the departments, all right, in order to update them. So yeah, you have successfully updated the department instead of writing the inserted. So yeah, this is how it will work. So now it is not giving me any kind of error. So what I will do, I will just copy this. After copying it, I will go to the rules and I will paste it down here like this. All right. So now let's go to the depths again and let's remove this. Oh, sorry, copy this and paste it down here. And this time I will write roles instead of writing depths. Roles, update roles like this, and this should be the roles, not the department. Yeah, role, and R, specify the department, specify the role to update like this. And after that, let's write what you can say, a role, and here should be role like this. Yeah. And once it is done, as you can see here, that here the role should also be mentioned. So yeah, let's remove this department. So I need to do this manually one by one because maybe it will give me some error. So yeah, there is some capital case and there is lower case. So I need to be cautious about this. So yeah, let's write role, and here the department should be written like this. Role, and now as you can see that this is the update department, so I will write update role instead of writing update department. I will write update role. And now let's check this out. Find departments instead of finding a department, I will write find role. Similarly, I will write the find role like this. Let me just check out whether here some kind of department is present. Yeah, here it is present. I will write role. You have not inserted the role, how you can update it. All right. So similarly, I will work on this like you have not. This spelling should be correct. Yeah, so now this is work fine, and basically it will do the same thing, but the problem is that I have defined the separate functions for these roles and the department, and that's the reason that I have updated them, and all of these things will work fine. So if the user is logged in or if the member is logged in, then in that case it will give me it will execute these if statements. Otherwise it will give me an error that, hey, you first need to what you can say, you first need to log in order to update them. So as you can see here that maybe I have forgotten about the message, so I will write a message here that, hey, print line first login errors, what you can say, new. Yeah, this is the message that I forgot. So yeah, first login to update the department. First login to update the department, and similarly I will what you can say, copy this else statement and go to the department section, role section, and I will write the else message here also. So it will show that first login to update the role here. All right. So if the member or if the user is logged in, then in that case it will execute these if statements. But if they are not logged in, then in that case it will give me this message that, hey, you need to first log in order to update the role or in order to update the department. After that, once they are logged in, it will check another time that, hey, if the user credentials are found in the MySQL database, then it will update that those credentials or the role of those credentials. After that, if the member credentials are found, then it will update the role of or the department of those members. After that, if none of them are found, then it will give me this message that you have not inserted the department or you have not inserted the role, how you can update it. All right, so this is the thing that you need to keep in mind. So let's save it this one, save this one also, save this one, and now let's write go install proctl. What you can say, but before using proctl, let's go to the MySQL database. I will show you the data. Give the password here. Use proctl. Select from departments. You can see that this is the department, and if I show you the roles, you will see the roles also. So yeah, this is the role, hello role, and this is the hello role or the department. Yeah, so yeah, no problem. But what I will do, I will write update depths. This time, first of all, I need to check that which user I'm logged in. I'm logged in as a Vanes user. So let me just write update depths. Let's write the department, and department would be like what you can say, hello or Vanes department. All right. So more flags are required to update the department. You have successfully updated the department. Or sorry, I need to write the go install also. I have forgotten about this maybe. So yeah, if I write the Vanes department 1, more flags are required to update the department. It is giving me an error. So I found the error, and the error is this, as you can see here, that this is finding the user credentials, and I have put the condition that hey, if the user credential 0 or the user credential 1 is equal to 0, means if it is not filled with some kind of data, it is empty, then it should update the department. But the condition is wrong. And why this condition is wrong? Because a user can only update the department, or a user can only update the roles if there is a data already present in it. All right. So you cannot update the department, or you cannot update the role if the data is not already present in the MySQL database. So this was an error that it gave me. So I should put a condition here that hey, if the user credentials 0 or the email address or the user credential 1 is filled with some kind of data, then in that case it should allow me to update the department. All right, so this is the problem. So I need to write the not sign here instead of writing the equal to. All right, so now it will check that if these credentials are filled with some kind of data, then in that case it will allow me to update the department. Similarly, I will put the condition here also, the not sign here. So this will happen for the member, and this will happen for the admin. And similarly, I will go to the roles also, and I will put the same not sign here like this. And sorry, copy this and put it down here. And similarly, I will like this, like this. All right, so it will check the role also, but the data should be present in the role table, and for the member and for the department. So let's save this one. This time I will write go install, and now let's clear this. Go to the MySQL. If I show you, none of the data is updated in the role and in the department also, so maybe it will be updated there. So as you can see that the department is updated, but it was giving me two messages previously that the more flags are required and the data is successfully updated. But I want to remove this more flags message, that it should not be appear to me, because this is the error message that it was giving me. Like here, if I show you, yeah, this is relevant to the error message, not the success message. All right, so let's write proctl update. This time I will write Vanes depths instead of Vanes department 1. So as you can see, you have successfully updated the department. If I show you the department, it should update it. Why it is not updating it? So if I show you the status of it, you will see the Vanes is logged in, but this time it should update the department. You have successfully updated the department. Let me just check it out. Email and department. Yeah, this time it should not be it should be like this, department and the email like this. And similarly I will write it like first of all role, and this should be the department. Maybe it is because giving me the error that hey, you should enter the role first and then the credentials that based on these credentials the role should be identified. Yeah, maybe due to this error. So let's clear this and let's write means department. You have successfully updated the department. Yeah, so the error message was based on this error, so I should enter the role or I should enter the department in the execution part. After that the email will be given in order to identify that department or in order to identify that role. All right, so you can see that this is the depths, Wayne's depth that is updated here. So similarly if I write update role, update roles, and write the R here, sorry, R, and this time I will write Wayne's roles. If I show you the roles of it, like instead of writing department I will write roles. You can see that this is the hello role, so I will write Wayne's role. You can see you have successfully updated the role. Now this is hello roles that is changed now. Similar thing will work for the member also. If I show you log out, so let's log in as a member, login, this email address, this is the member email address. All right, so password should be given. I have forgotten the password here. So yeah, you have successfully logged in. After that, if I update the what you can say the role of the member, I will write what you can say Kaifa role. As you can see that previously it was Kaifa role, so I will update it to from Kaifa role to Kaifa roles. As you can see, this is roles, not role. So if I show you, as you can see, the S is added here because this is a new thing that is now added. Similarly, if I want to update the what you can say departments, Kaifa departments, like Kaifa departments. The flag should be given correct. Yeah, you have successfully updated the department. This is the Kaifa department that is updated now. So yeah, this is how it will work. All right, so after that let's write git add, because the application work is done. I will git add git m updated the roles and the departments. All right, git push origin master work. So let's open this. Let's refresh this page. Now you can see that updated the roles and the departments, 78 commits. So this is how it will work. So I hope you understood and liked this video. So if you liked it, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, then ask those questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer all of them. So till then, goodbye.